Well, hello! In today's lesson, we're going to learn how to move around a character using the keyboard, right? So now we can make them go up, down, left, right. It's like we're making a video game. You can make Pac-Man or Mario after this. Pretty cool. So let's get started. Let's just make Pac-Man today. Let's do a little Pac-Man action. So we're going to start with making a yellow circle. So we'll say this, fill 255, 255, 0. Let's make our Pac-Man over here, put him in the middle of the screen. And you know what? Let's take away that border so he looks a little bit more Pac-Man-like. All right, so that's Mr. Pac-Man today. I guess he also has a black background, so let's make it even more. All right, so now we got Pac-Man. He's chilling. He's having a good time. Now we want to make him move, right? Because in Pac-Man, you're able to move them around the screen. So that's going to be our goal right now, how to move Mr. Pac-Man around the screen. Well, let's take a look here. So if we ever want to move anything, it's just like animations, you're going to need to make a variable. So if we want this guy to go left and right, Mr. Pac-Man, we're going to have to change this x coordinate into a variable. So once again, let's go like this. We're going to say let x pause. Okay. Ooh. So that's x position. Okay. I mean, you can call it x if you want. Makes no difference. All right. We're going to declare it. Then we're going to initialize. We're going to initialize it to, well, if we want to start at 200, let's start at 200 here. All right. And then we use it, right? So that's step 3. We're going to go here. We're going to say x pause. So that was step 1, 2, and 3. Declare, initialize, and use. Now, here's the part where we have to get it to move, right? Well, here's the deal. First, we have to do the if key is pressed, right? So we want to detect that the keyboard is being pressed. So we put our first if statement here. All right, so this detects to see if the keyboard's being pressed. You might remember this from last lesson. Now, if we want to get a specific key, we have to say if the key is equal to double equal sign. And if we want to make it go right, we're going to use the right arrow. And the right arrow is called arrow right, capital A, capital R. Then we do more curly braces. Okay, and now here's the part where we make it move. All right, this is the new part. All we have to say is x pause equals x pause plus 1. And what we're saying is that every time we hold down the right arrow key, we're going to add 1 to the x position, right? So we're going to increase it. And when we're not touching it, it won't increase the x position. So if I press play, I click on my sketch. I know it's really annoying. You have to remember to click on it. Watch what happens. Mr. Pac-Man is moving. Sweet. All right. So we got Mr. Pac-Man moving to the right. But that's it, right? It doesn't go left. It doesn't do anything like that. So how do we make it go back left? Well, I'm not going to do anything fancy here. I'm actually just going to copy and paste this. So this is the code. I'm going to copy the key is pressed, key, X position, all that. So let's just copy and paste all of this code, and let's put it right underneath there, okay? So we'll do this again. But instead of making the key arrow right, let's make it arrow left. So we'll say arrow left. And then to make it go left, instead of adding 1, we'll just subtract 1. So check it out. Now if I go right, perfect. If I go left, perfect. Mr. Pac-Man is coming together pretty well. Awesome. Halfway to a video game. Now we want it to go up and down, right? So just like before, to make it go up and down, we're going to need a y variable. So we have to turn this 200 into a y variable. So we go up here, we say let y pause. Okay. And then we say y pause is equal to, well, it's initialized at 200 because that's what it's initialized here to. And then we use it. So same thing we did last time. And check it out. Now we'll just, once again, I'm going to copy and paste the code from before. And I'm going to say key is equal to arrow up. And remember, to make it go up, this is always the counterintuitive thing. We have to subtract 1, right? Because this is 0, so I want to go closer to 0, so I have to subtract 1 to get it to go up. So now if I do my sketch, check it out. Left, right, oh. I messed up here. This should be y pause. Duh. I was pressing the up arrow, it wasn't working. So I have to subtract 1 from the y position. All right, so now I go left, I go right, I go left, and then I can go up now. And so the last thing to do, you might notice that we can't go down. So once again, we're just going to copy and paste that block of code one more time. So I'm going to take this, copy it, paste it. I'm going to say arrow down. And instead of adding one, subtracting one, we'll now add one to the Y position. So to go down, we just say the key is equal to arrow down, and the Y position is equal to Y position plus 1. So let's press play. I can go right, I can go left, I can go up, I can go down. And now we got Pac-Man. And just other things you should know. I just want to make 2 quick notes. We got this working. It looks awesome. You can make Pac-Man move a little faster by increasing this number here, right? This is the speed. You might remember that. So if we press play now, you can see now if you want to make your game play a little bit quicker, because that was a little bit slow, you can make that +5. And now we got a cool kind of quick thing. The other thing I want to show you is you don't have to use arrow right. Some people like using AWSD controls. So like you can do, so to make it go right, that's usually the D key. Make it go left, that's the A key. Make it go up, W, and for this it's S. And so now you could also just, you don't have to use up, right, left, and down to make things go up, right, left, and down. You can use any keys you want. And that's it. All right, but I'll go, I digress. Let me put that back. All right, so that's the code for this video. Now you can make yourself a character who moves all around the screen. Have fun making your first video game. Bye.